Hello, 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 everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome to my Facebook Live. I am coming on pretty late this evening, but I have some pieces I need to get done, so I'll just have a live going while I'm doing it and listen to some music that I do not hold the copyrights to. So if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment thread. If it's a piece that you're interested in, this is a commissioned piece that I'm doing this evening. So it is not for sale, but if it's something that you like, I can recreate it for you. Trying to get some white paint out here. Big globber stuck in the top, so I thank you guys for tuning in. If you've not, hey buddy, what's up, Ethan? Hope you're having a good weekend. You're funny. So yeah, this is a commissioned piece. It's going to be really pretty brief. Should take me about 45 minutes to get done. It is a piece that I've done quite a few different times, so shouldn't be too hard, but hopefully you guys can learn something. I'm just going to be using some 2-inch brushes picked up at Dollar General. Really simple, really cheap and easy. And then some liner brushes, I'll show you those later, and a sponge to do the tree foliage, or whatever that is, whatever you guys are into. Sorry, there's bugs. Well, thanks, buddy, for being my guest this evening and joining in. So I'll tune it down here. We're doing it on a 12 by 24 canvas, a little smaller. I've been doing some pretty large ones lately, like 4 foot by 5 foot pieces. So we're gonna do this tonight, and we're gonna do the tree in maroon, which is a request of the client. So pretty simple. We're gonna lay out the middle with white, black on the edges, a nice hill, and a maroon tree. So I usually start with the white in the middle, try to get that white out to about 3/4 edge of it, because it'll blend with that black and make a nice gray. Leaving it a little thicker in the middle. Make sure to get all the way along that top edge. The bottom edge is not super important because we're going to cover it in black anyways with the hill. Okay, so now that we've laid that down, you can come in here and get some black. Using a separate brush. We're going to go straight black on the edges. Before we get into that white a little bit, we're going to go do this edge. So we're working dark to the edges to light towards the middle. Alright, now that we've gotten both edges, I'm going to work this black into that white a little bit, and you can see it starting to blend. What this is meant to do is to give us our background like it's raining almost. Okay, so now I have a little bit of lightness on this here. We're going to go right into this edge, work it over a little bit into the black, do the same thing we just did over there, kind of walk this across, blending it from top to bottom. Now notice I do go off the edges of the canvas so that it doesn't leave any starting point or left off points. You know, if you started here, you'd see the brush strokes. So, and then we're just going to kind of feather this all the way across. Work it back. Cool. So kind of work this darkness area a little bit. pull some of this black. Anytime you go into from a lighter to a darker, you're going to pick up some of that darker paint. And as you work back into the light, you'll notice it does darken it just a hair. Cool. I'm going to go just a little bit more black on this edge. I'm working my way back into that lighter area, just so we're kind of even with that other side. Cool. I like it. We're going to finish this up a little bit here even. Now, that one's got a little bit of white on it, so we're going to grab a fresh brush and go straight black again on this edge, just so that it's nice and dark. Because once you go all the way to it, you lose the true blackness of it. So as long as you're equal on both sides, that looks good. All right. So now we need our base. What I do from here is I paint the edges black, just since we have a straight black brush now. This way you don't have to frame the piece. It'll look good on your wall this way. And we're gonna, since this is kind of a narrow piece, we're not going to make our hill very tall. So I'm just using black. Actually going to use, so that's the pump black, and it's actually pretty thin. I'm going to put some thicker black paint. This is heavy body paint from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to get some of that in here, and that'll help. You see how much thicker that is and how much more rich that is. Come right in here. All right, cool. I'm gonna put this little line across the top of this. Grab one of these. So these are little chip brushes. You can get these for like, I don't know, 60 cents or something at Meijer. They're just really cheap, and if you can see how sparse and spread out these bristles are, they make really awesome grass. So just really lightly with the ends, you can kind of make some fun little crossing grasses. Make some longer. You just want the apex of the hill to be the tallest part of the hill. So there we go. Cool. I like it. Real easy, quick, fun little technique. All right, now a little more black in there. Time to do our tree. All right, so we don't want our foliage to really go off of the page or off of the canvas here. So sometimes I do on larger pieces, but because this is narrow, we don't want it to feel like it's too big for this smaller of a canvas. So we need to keep in mind kind of where we're going with that. Sorry, picking out a liner brush to do this tree. Okay. So this is just kind of artist's preference in doing these trees. As far as the flow, I'm going to grab a little bit thicker of a brush here and get this trunk going. So just remember, when you're doing a tree, that the branches are thinner the further you go out. Obviously thicker towards the trunk. And the base of the trunk is always going to be the widest part of the tree. And with liner brushes like this, there's paint all the way around the brush, so sorry, I said my video is being blocked. Alexa, pause. So you're gonna join me with no music. You know, it doesn't, it's not as awesome. And I could sing for you, but that'd be less as awesome. How about we let's just like rain music. How about that, huh? Alexa, play thunderstorm sounds. How about we do that? Alexa, play thunderstorm sounds. Ooh, there we go. Moody. Cool. All right. So, I've done maroon in the past, and it's basically red with a little hint of brown in it. So we're gonna do that. See that? See how that comes out. Mix that up here real quick. Alright, so there we go. We got kind of hard to see, but it's more of a brick red. Mixed our red, kind of our crimson red with a little bit of brown. And now we're gonna make the magic happen. Looks cool. Height to this over here. More to the body. And there we are. Cool. Alright, we're going to tap this on the bottom. grab some of this white. Alright, same sponge. We kind of hit some of these top sides. Cool. Okay, now I'll grab a little smaller sponge here. Now we're just gonna grab some white. Now we're just barely touching this down here and getting just a little bit of highlight. On this white. Don't want it to turn pink. We do want it to stay true white as a highlight. So we got that dark undertone there. We got some highlights on this. It really starts to make it look 3D. Tap some of this white in there. Maybe more on this side than on the other side. We want this tree to look like it's got darkness there. Alright, so we're gonna kind of just tap along this little bit of edge here just to give it more of a blend from that dark to light. Cool. I like it. I'm going to go in just a little bit of black here and just kind of come what would be the angle of this shadow of the tree. There, gives it more of a 3D feel. Chip brush, get a little bit of black, and these edges, just little tips, kind of come through here, hit this very bottom edge with a little bit of that black grass shadow. Makes it look like the tree is on a hill, but there's also some foreground to it, so it doesn't just fall off the bottom of the canvas then that way. Cool. There we are. Now, last but not least is we're going to pull some of these branches through. So I got my liner brush. It does have some white on it, so I'm going to kind of run that through the black so it's all black in there. And we're just going to kind of follow some of these branches as they were coming out. pull through some of the foliage. So that you can see some of these branches. There we go. Cool. I can get just right there. All right, time to sign it. And there we are. We're all done. Cool. On the red, more of a maroon color, so the base definitely has more of a darker red, and that's kind of where we're at. So there it is. Nice kind of rainy background, and your red tree there. So that is all she wrote, and I've been doing that a while, so that comes pretty easy to me. So if you guys like that, appreciated that. Tune in for more. I'll be doing some more lives as I get some smaller pieces to do. Larger ones, really hard to do. They're multiple hours and stuff. So I'll take a picture of this and get it sent on to the client, and appreciate you guys tuning in. Catch you later. All right, bye.